Okay, my dear Dharma friend, let's start again the study of Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment. So here I listed the PDF file in text, in the chat. So page 146. So yesterday we started chapter 5, the Manjusri Bodhisattva. Let's review the question raised by Manjusri Bodhisattva. So he asked Buddha, how should the Bodhisattvas and sentient beings of the general age sever the root of cyclic existence? That's the question one. How could we sever the root of cyclic existence, namely birth and death, samsara? In the various kinds of cyclic existence, how many types of beings are there? That's question two. How many beings in the cyclic existence that in the field of birth and death? And question three, how many differences are there in types of practice of the Buddha's body, Bodhi, Bodhi, wisdom? And number four, when the Bodhisattvas re-enter the dirty and difficult world, what kinds of teaching devices should we establish to save all sentient beings? That's a question for the Bodhisattvas who re-enter the phenomena world to save, to enlighten all sentient beings like us, like you. How? What kind of teachings the Bodhisattva should use to save, to awaken the unenlightened beings? That's the four questions. First, how to sever the root of cyclic existence, birth and death. Second, how many types of being in the field of birth and death. Third, how many differences are there in types of practice of the Buddha's body? And the fourth, for the Bodhisattvas that re-enter this phenomena world, what kinds of teaching techniques should they establish to save us, to enlighten us? Okay, very interesting questions. Let's go on. We are page 147 now. Then the Buddha's answer. I'll read the Chinese again. First, 尔时世尊告弥勒菩萨言：善哉，善哉，善男子，汝等乃能为诸菩萨及末世众生，请问如来深奥秘密微妙之意，今诸菩萨结清慧目，乃其一切末世众生永断轮回，心悟实相，具无称忍。汝等谛听，当为汝说。时弥勒菩萨奉教欢喜，乃诸大众默然而听。So English. Then the world-honored one, addressing the Bodhisattva Maitreya, said, "Excellent, excellent, good son. You have questioned well on behalf of the Bodhisattvas and sentient beings of the degenerate age about the Tathagata's mysterious, secret, subtle doctrine. You should enable the Bodhisattvas to purify their wisdom eye and allowed all sentient beings of the degenerate age to permanently sever themselves from cyclic existence. Their minds will awaken to their true characteristic, and they will possess the equipoise that comes from the awareness of the non-arising characteristic of existence. Now listen well, and I shall explain this for you. Maitreya received this instruction with joy and great reverence. All those in the great assembly became silent and listened. So that's so we are followed by Kiwa, again the 14th century Korean master. He has a commentary followed by this question on page 148. So you can read a little bit by yourself. I will pick up the most important information here. Mhm. So he, in the commentary by Kiwar, in page 148, says, secret is like an extremely valuable gem in a room that is kept hidden in a secret repository and that people never see. Sato is like the most delicate of young maidens, who is perfectly exquisite and who does not allow herself to be touched. Very good one. The Buddha has explained the nature of existence as cyclical through birth and death, and so the possesses of practice and transformation are now known to everybody. But if they are unaware of the variations in the basis of transmigration, the distinction in the basic types of practice and the variety of expedient methods of transforming others, they will be obstructed by their attachment and their wisdom eye will be impaired. Through the falsely conceptualizing mind, the principle of true marks will be confused. Through samsaric views, the principle of unarisenness will be obscured. So the unarisenness is a very subtle concept here, or principle here. You see, next at the end of 100, page 148, Maitreya raises these questions for the sentient beings to make them understand. Attached love is the root of transmigration, or the root of birth and death. So again, here mentioned long arising, the principle of long arising. So in the first chapter, a dialogue between or Q&A between Manjushri Bodhisattva and the Buddha. The Buddha answered, "There's no body mind to undergo birth and death." So here actually is non-arising. There's no body mind to be arisen to undergo birth and death. So All the question in this chapter 2 is help us to understand the principle of non-arising, meaning there's no body mind to undergo birth and death. Body mind that undergo the birth and death are our illusion. Okay, let's go on. 149. Attach love, desire as the root of transmigration. In Chinese, we say 善男子，一切众生从无始际由种种恩爱贪欲，故有轮回。若诸世界一切众生，卵生、胎生、湿生、化生，皆因淫欲而正性命，当知轮回，爱为根本。有诸欲助发爱性，是故能令生死相续。欲因爱生，命因欲有，众生爱命，还依欲本，爱欲为因，爱命为果。So in English, so good sounds, all sentient beings are in cyclical existence because of their possession. From the beginningless time of affection, attached love, craving, and desire, since all the different types of being those born from eggs, those born from wombs, those born from moisture, and those born from transmigration, all receive their birth and life from sexual desire. Very key important factor. We'll review this chapter or this paragraph. So you should realize that cyclical existence has attached love as its basis. This tendency to be gripped by attached love is abated by the existence of all desires, and therefore is able to empower continuity of samsara. Desire arises depending upon attached love. Life power exists depending upon desire. Furthermore, the attached love and life of sentient beings have desire at their root. Attached love and desire are causes. Attached love and life are results. Okay, let's watch the keywords and commentary on page 149. Again, attached love is the basis of being and becoming, the root of cyclic existence. You see, everyone is here, was born into this world because our parents attached love. We are born, we are delivered into this world because our parents attached love. That's a proof. With attached love at the root, you are bound to produce craving and desire. With desire as an aid, you are bound to produce the nature of attached love. With attachment and desire working together, you naturally undergo rebirth. Having been caused by attachment and desire, you receive the empowerment of life. Again, caused by attachment and life power, you again produce craving and desire. In this way, you complete the circle of continuity of cause and effect. Hence, the Sutra says, attached love and desire are the causes, attached love and life power are the results. This answers Maitreya's question about the root of cyclic existence. You see, it's our attachment to our partner, to something we like, to the power or fortune we like to possess in the world. This all attached love is the basis of the cyclic existence. So if you have Dharma eye that can see all our desires, all the attached love that followed by the actions are fundamentally empty. So we need wisdom. We need a Dharma eye to see through the all attached love and desires, that which all of which are empty, unreal, illusory. Then we have that realization that there's no body mind to undergo birth and death. So wisdom plays a really important role here. The true understanding of the phenomena world, including the desires, including the attached love, is critical to sever the root of cyclic existence. So keep reading on page 149. So 150, the cause of various rebirth. I read Chinese first. 由于欲境起诸为顺，违背爱心而生憎急，造种种业，是故复生地狱恶鬼。知欲可厌，sorry, a little bit smaller. 知欲可厌，爱厌业道，舍恶乐善，浮现天人。又知诸爱可厌恶故，弃爱乐舍，还之爱本，变现有为增上善果，皆轮回故，不成圣道。是故众生欲脱生死，免诸轮回，先断贪欲，即除爱渴。So he give us kind of technique now, or the approaches, the way to sever the root of cyclic existence. So in English, so we're on page 150 now. It is in reference to the objects of desire that you produce varieties of comfort and discomfort. When the object is contrary to the attached mind, you give rise to aversion and jealousy, creating also all sorts of karma. It is because of this that you are reborn as a hell being and hungry ghost. Let's keep reading. But then, knowing that desire should be abandoned and adhering to the path of abandonment of karmic activity, you cast off you cast off evil and enjoy goodness. Hence, you are reborn as a god or human. Again, knowing that you should dislike all forms of attachment, you let go of attachment and enjoy detachment. This greatly nourishes the root of attachment, and you automatically produce conditionally enhanced positive states. But since all of this is cyclic existence, you still do not attain to the sagely way. So, therefore, Sentient beings who desire to be free from life and death and want to escape cyclic existence first have to sever desire and rid themselves of attached love. So the last sentence is a conclusion. Therefore, sentient beings who desire to be free from life and death and want to escape cyclic existence first have to sever desire and rid themselves of attached love. So followed by Kiwa's commentary. Here is a very natural to understand. If we like something, we attach to it. We want to hold it tight. We want to keep it permanently. That's a kind of attachment to something we like. If there's something we dislike, there's a situations we don't like, memories, people we hate even, we want to avoid them. Aversion, right? So attachment to something we like, aversion to something or somebody we don't like. That's the two ways of choices we mostly for the mostly people choose to do. And based upon this attachment and aversion, we create all sorts of karma. Karma means cause and effect, action and subsequences. When your karma is evil, when our karma is evil, we reborn in the three evil destinies. So in Buddha's teaching, there's six destinies. So when our karma is evil, we are reborn in the hell, in the hungry ghost, and there's a hungry ghost, hell, and animal. When we detach from evil and follow the good, we are reborn as a god or human. So god or human is a destiny for good people. So casting off attachments and enjoy detachments, we naturally produce conditionally enhanced positive states. Karma has good and bad, attachment has purity and defilement. Even though there are differences between good and bad and distinctions between purity and defilement, since none of these are free from discrimination, none can avoid cyclic existence. So, no matter you're doing good or doing bad, we are still in the cyclic existence, in the field of birth and death. Okay. Let's keep reading on page 150. The non-attached compassion of the Bodhisattva, 善男子，菩萨变化示现世间，非爱为本，但以慈悲令彼舍爱。假诸贪欲而入生死，若诸视一切众生，能舍诸欲，即除憎爱，永断轮回，寻求如来圆觉境界于清净心，便得开悟。So good sons, When Bodhisattva appear in the world to teach, it is not based on attachment. It is only because of their compassionate intention to have the sentient beings discard attachment that they provisionally take on all kinds of desire and enter life and death. If all sentient beings of degenerate age can cast off their desires and remove love and hate, they will permanently end their cyclic existence, seeking the perfectly enlightened state of the Tathagata in their pure minds. They will directly attain awakening. So, Buddha gives us a way how to attain awakening. There's a difference between Bodhisattva that who re-enter the world, meaning in the field of birth and death, the Bodhisattva that who is reborn in the world again is not because of the attached love. It's only because of their compassionate intention to have the sentient beings discard attachment. They want to help us to awaken us to sever the root of cyclic existence or birth and death. Okay, let's go on. Page 152, the five natures and two hindrances. Okay, this is very important. The five natures and the two hindrances. 善男子，一切众生由爱贪欲发挥无明，显出五性差别不等，依二种障而现深浅，云何二障？一者理障，爱正之见；二者事障，续诸生死，云何五性？善男子，若此二障未得断灭，名未成佛。若诸众生永舍贪欲，先除世障，未断理障，但能悟入声闻缘觉，未能显著菩萨境界。善男子，若诸末世一切众生欲训如来大圆觉海，先当发愿勤断二障，二障已服，即能悟入菩萨境界。若是理障已永断灭，即入如来彻妙圆觉，满足菩萨及大涅盘。善男子，一切众生皆正圆觉，逢善知识，依彼所作因地法行，尔时修习便有顿见。若入如来无上菩提正修行路，根无大小，皆成佛果。若诸众生虽求善友，欲邪见者，未得正悟，是则名为外道种性。邪师过妙，非众生救，是名众生五性差别。So, very important paragraph here. Good sons, due to their inherent desire, sentient beings generate ignorance and manifest the distinctions and inequalities of the five natures. Due to the two hindrances, they manifest deep and shallow afflictions. What are the two hindrances? The first is the noetic hindrance, which obstructs correct awareness. The second is the phenomenal hindrance, which enables the continuation of samsara. What are the five natures? So here, there's a pause here, there's a translator's note. The five natures is from Yogacara school. The exponents of Yogacara school is a late Indian school which had articulated a scheme in which the religious capacity of human beings were divided into five categories. So we are on page 152. You can take a quick look, detailed look if you want. So in page 153, there's the doctrine of two hindrances. The first is hindrance in regard to principle. So we're on page 154. The second hindrance is the hindrance at the the hindrance at the phenomenal level means that one is obstructed in terms of activity of one's desires and aversions, that one has not yet penetrated to a true and deep transformative religious experiences. Basically, you don't know the Li Zhang, the obstruction of principle. That means that you don't know who you are. You don't know your born nature, your Buddha nature. You don't have that wisdom of understanding that the essence of who you are is already perfect and complete. That's a number one obstruction or hindrance in the path of awakening. After realize or sever the overcome the hindrance of principle, then you may your our practice really starts to clear the obstruction or hindrance of the at the level of phenomena world. So the first removal of the hindrance of principle should apply first. Then the removal of hindrance at the phenomenal level may be possible. It's like if you give more like more practical metaphor is I'm living in Surrey, so BC. So I want to go Vancouver, which is east west of Surrey, I need to know principally Vancouver is at the west of Surrey. Then I may go there by car, by bus, by bike, or even by walking. So I should know, I should have a good view first that Vancouver is at west side of Surrey. That's the removal of the hindrance at the level of principle. I should have that right view first. Then I may go there by bus or by car or by bike or by walking. So that's a gradual practice. I may reach from Surrey to Vancouver. That's a gradual removal of hindrance at the level of phenomena world. So anyway, two hindrances should be removed to achieve the state of to enter the state of Bodhisattva. After permanently destroying the noetic and phenomenal hindrances, one is able to enter the sublime, perfect enlightenment of the Tathagata and able to fully accomplish Buddhi and great nirvana. Good sons. So let's finish at page 154. Good sons, all sentient beings, without exception, actualize perfect enlightenment. When you meet a genuine teacher, rely on the Dharma practice of the causal stage that he sets upon for you. When you follow this practice, both sudden and gradual will be content. If you come upon the correct path of practice of unsurpassed body of the Tathagatas, then there's no superior or inferior abilities of people. All accomplish Buddhahood. So, meaning teacher here, an unrealized teacher here is really, really important in the path of awakening. If you meet a genuine teacher, rely on the Dharma practice of the causal stage that he sets up for you. When you follow this practice, both sudden and gradual will be content, and there's no superior or inferior abilities of people, or dumb people or dumb disciple or smart disciple will accomplish Buddhahood because now you have a genuine Dharma teacher. That's very important. If, while seeking a genuine teacher, sentient beings meet one with mistaken views, pay attention here, If sentient beings meet one with mistaken views, they will not gain the correct awakening. Although this is called heterodox nature. Heterodox nature. The fault lies with the teacher or with the sentient beings. This is a distinction of the five natures of sentient beings. So again, teacher, awakened teacher with wisdom and gradual approaches or convenient approaches is really important for any spiritual seeker. Okay, we may stop at here 155, page 155, and can continue starting tomorrow.